English. For most of you, English is the language of your family, your parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. For most of you, English is the language of America. But long before the United States was even a country, long before there were colonies or English was ever spoken on North American soil, there were languages of the land and the people. One of these is the language of my family and my ancestors, the Cherokee. I am Hunter Voss, a tribal citizen of the Cherokee Nation Deer Clan. I became fascinated with the Cherokee language as a young boy after hearing my great-grandmother speak it. Through family stories and some research of my own, I have come to know the history of the written Cherokee language and the cultural and historical importance it holds today. We all have varied backgrounds and origins, but regardless of this, we search to know where we came from and our ancestral background. Today, I want to share with you some interesting facts about the history of the Cherokee language and its origin and how it bonded the tribe. Firstly, I will inform you of the history of the written language and the effect it had on the tribe. Secondly, I will describe the use and changes of the Cherokee language. Finally, I will explain the modern significance of the Cherokee language. I will start with the history of the written language and the effect it had on the Cherokee tribe. The spoken Cherokee language dates back thousands of years, but the history of the written language is relatively young in comparison. It has had a significant impact on the culture and customs of the Cherokee tribe. According to the article titled Sequoyah, Inventor of the Cherokee Syllabary, featured on the website of the Mintaka American Indian Council, written by the Mintaka American Indian Council and accessed on September 28, 2018, in 1809, a Cherokee man named Sequoyah became fascinated with the written English language while serving under the General Andrew Jackson and began to work on developing a written communication system for the Cherokee language. Sequoyah began designing symbols that he could use to create words which evolved into the Cherokee alphabet system. Already crippled, he became obsessed with developing his new written system, and through his work became a recluse, ridiculed by his friends and family. In 1821, after 12 years of work, Sequoyah finally presented his syllabary alphabet of 86 symbols to the tribal elders who adopted his alphabet as the official Cherokee alphabet. Within a few years of the adoption of the alphabet, thousands of Cherokees learned to read and write, following them to communicate and preserve stories of their history and customs. Through the use of the new alphabet, the Cherokee culture and customs could now be documented and made accessible in the Cherokee language. Many books and documents, including the educational materials and legal documents, were translated into Cherokee and made available to the people, providing a gateway into modern society. In 1827, the first Native American newspaper was published in Cherokee called the Cherokee Phoenix. Now that we have talked about the history and impact of the written Cherokee language, we can move on to the use and changes in the Cherokee language. According to the article History of the Cherokee Language by Barbara Shining Woman Warren, published on the Cherokees of California Power Source website, accessed on September 28, 2018, Cherokee is recognized as an Iroquoian language and is considered the only Iroquoian language spoken today. Warren goes to say the Cherokee language is considered to be an endangered language, meaning it is in intimate danger of dying out. However, despite being endangered, Cherokee is the only Native American language that has seen growth in recent years. According to the language information on the Cherokee Nation website, accessed on September 28, 2018, there is a Cherokee language program dedicated to the translation of documents, creation of teaching materials, community and employee language classes, and development and support of digital media. Young children are learning Cherokee as part of their school curriculum if they live within the Cherokee Reservation lands in order to continue the use of the language and their connection to their heritage. Not only is learning Cherokee in schools a way to connect with their heritage, but a study conducted by the University of Kansas titled "Study Shows Children Learning Cherokee Are Part of an Ongoing Language Renewal" found on the University of Kansas website, written on June 12, 2016, accessed on September 28, 2018, showed that the children are not mirroring what they hear or read, but in a sense they are imagining the language in their environment. Now that we know the use and changes of the Cherokee language, we will talk about the modern significance. Being fluent in Cherokee provides a way to learn more about the history and culture of the Cherokee tribe and nation. The ability to read and communicate in the language of our ancestors creates a bond between members of the Cherokee tribe and a sense of community. Having a strong community provides a sense of support and unity. Today, I have shown you the history and origin of the written Cherokee language and the effect of the written language had on the tribe. I also described the use and changes of the Cherokee language as well as the modern significance. We have talked about how the written Cherokee language came about and the benefits it provided to the Cherokee tribe. I discussed the modern use of the language and how it has changed from the original alphabet. Finally, I mentioned the different benefits to learning Cherokee and why this language is worth cherishing and saving.